Dear students, in the previous part, we have studied how much is the pressure exerted by the all gases on the walls of the container. So let me have a quick revision how we have done it. We suppose that it is a container, and in this container, which is filled with many molecules, let us suppose this is x-axis, y-axis, and it is z-axis. The one molecule is there, it collides a wall perpendicular to the x-axis, and it rebounds with velocities only x component changing while z and y component remains as it is. So we calculated the total change in momentum of only one molecule, which we got 2 mvx. Then we found out the total number of molecules which we were getting somehow 1 upon 2, and area of cross section, Vx del T is the length, and total number of molecules per unit volume it was something like this. It is the total number of molecules colliding with the walls, and we multiply this with this, we get the pressure exerted by the gas molecules. So let me write here the pressure formula which we derived was N m v x component, and we take mean because all particles don't have same velocity vx. There are a group of particles which are moving with different velocities, so we take mean velocity along x axis. Now we studied then the velocities along x axis, mean square velocities along y axis, and mean square velocity along z axis are all same. So we just converted this vx into the v mean velocity. So we wrote 1 upon 3 and n m v mean square. Yes. Now we study also the another form of this formula. Here n is the total number of molecules per unit volume. So if we write here 1 upon 3 capital N total number of molecules per unit volume in place of small m into m v mean square. Here v mean is the mean velocity, mean square velocities of all the molecules colliding with the walls. Here nm is the total mass because n is the total number of molecules and m is the mass of one molecule. So nm is the mass of whole gas, capital M, right? And then we replaced P is equals to 1 upon 3 m upon v into v mean square, and this we called the density of the gas. Okay, this we have already done. Now we should move ahead. What is the kinetic interpretation of temperature? Actually Maxwell's Boltzmann, what they did, they related how much is the energy possessed by the gas, we will going to study it, and how it is related with the temperature of the gas. Till now you have studied ki a gas is having some internal energy and it is due to the kinetic and potential energy of the molecules. So here we are going to study कि जो internal energy है वो temperature पर कैसे depend करती है. Here we are doing microscopic study. Okay, so we should move ahead. So we have studied the pressure. Now the next topic is the kinetic interpretation of temperature. I should write here. The next topic is kinetic interpretation of temperature. As the name suggests, kinetic means the motional energy, and temperature, how it is related with the temperature. We are just going to derive the formula by using this Boltzmann equation of the pressure. We have derived here now till now that P is what? P is what? It was, let me change the color. 1 upon 3 n m v mean square. Dear students, multiply by v both sides, we get 1 upon 3 n capital V m v mean square. See, this nv is what? N is the total number of molecules per unit volume and v is the total volume. So can I say that it is equals to total number of molecules n m v square? I think there is no problem. Let me recall it once again. PV is equals to mu RT. It was ideal gas equation given by Clapeyron. We named it as equation 1. Then Boltzmann ने क्या किया कि mu की जगह इन्होंने टोटल नंबर ऑफ मॉलिक्यूल्स के टर्म्स में, यानी माइक्रोस्कोपिक लेवल पे देखा तो इन्होंने अपना कांस्टेंट जोड़ दिया एन इंटू केबीटी, इसको हमने इक्वेशन 2 नाम दिया, राइट। इसके बाद हम लोगों ने एक चीज़ और पढ़ी कि मोल कॉन्सेप्ट पढ़ा कि जो एक मोल है किसी भी सब्सटेंस का, नंबर ऑफ मोल्स वी वांट टू फाइंड आउट, तो टोटल नंबर ऑफ मॉलिक्यूल कितने अपॉन एक मोल में कितने नंबर ऑफ मॉलिक्यूल्स होते हैं, तो हम लोगों को यहाँ से पता लग जाएगा कि म्यू की वैल्यू क्या होती है। या फिर हम लोग ये भी लिख सकते हैं कि म्यू इज इक्वल्स टू एम अपॉन एम नॉट, दिस वी हैव ऑलरेडी स्टडीड, राइट। सो लेट मी राइट इक्वेशन 3 नाउ। सी आई एम राइटिंग हेयर, इट इज़ इक्वेशन 4। सी yes, okay, now here what is if I multiply by 2 and divide by 2, then what it comes out to be 2 by 3, and I divide and multiply by 2, so it comes out to be v mean square. Okay sir, this seems to be the formula of kinetic energy, so it becomes pv is equals to 2 by 3 n into energy. So what is this? It is the energy, kinetic energy, basically kinetic energy of one molecule. Sir, you multiplied by n, so should I say that n into half m v mean square is equals to total energy E. So let me write here where E is the kinetic energy, translational kinetic energy of the all the total gas, right. So I should write here the it is the E is the average, E is the average. Translational means because the motion particles are moving, not rotating. अगर मूव करेंगे तो और एनर्जी इंक्रीज हो जाएगी. द एवरेज ट्रांसलेशनल एनर्जी इज द एवरेज ट्रांसलेशनल एनर्जी, kinetic energy I should basically write, of the molecules in the gas. It is the total energy, right. See, so the equation we got is PV is equals to, from here we got PV is equals to 2 by 3 into E. This is more important equation. Let me write equation 5. Dear students, if you compare equation 2 and equation 5, here you can see, if you compare these two equations, what you are going to get, this equation PV is equals to n kBT, equation 2, and this PV is equals to 2 by 3 E. What you are going to get, equate these two, 2 by 3 E and n kBT. You will get the relation between energy and the temperature. It is our purpose, right. So let us move ahead from equation 2 and 5. From equation 2 and 5 we get equation 2 was n kBT and 5 is 2 by 3 E, n kBT and equation 5 is 2 by 3 E. If we find out E, it comes out to be 3 by 2 n kBT, and if we try to find out the value of, E by n, it is the total energy. If you want to find out the average energy per unit per molecule, it is for all molecules, so it comes out to be 3 by 2 kBT. It is the final derivation which you should remember. Let me write here, it is equation 6. 5 we have already mentioned, so I write here it is the average kinetic energy of one molecule. It is the average kinetic energy of one molecule, so I can write here the average kinetic energy of one molecule, a molecule. Okay, right here a molecule is proportional to the absolute temperature of the gas. It is independent of the, किस पे डिपेंड नहीं करता, ना इसमें कोई टेम्परेचर है ना प्रेशर है, इट इज़ इंडिपेंडेंट ऑफ प्रेशर, टेम्परेचर and it is independent of pressure, temperature and nature of the gas. Dear students, let us again come back. This formula, which is P is equals to 1 upon 3 nmv square, we have already derived. Ideal gas equation in terms of moles, ideal gas equation in terms of number of molecules, mole formula, total number of molecule upon number of molecule in 1 mole, total mass upon molar mass. So if we put multiply by V both sides, we get this equation, and V is total number of molecules and half mv square is kinetic energy, multiply by n comes out to be total energy of molecules. But we want to find out the temperature dependence of energy, how they both are related. So compare this equation, we compare this equation with the ideal gas equation, we get nkBT, ideal gas equation term, right hand side, and this is the newly derived formula, PV is equals to 2 by 3 E. Compare these two, we get energy per mole, not mole, molecule, and E by N, right, 3 by 2 kBT. Here the formula clarifies that the energy depends only on the temperature, it does directly depending on the temperature, no pressure, no temperature, no any nature. I hope this all of stuff is very clear to you. Now let us move ahead, and which is nothing but the Dalton's law of partial pressure. So I will use the slides. Thank you.